So guys, today I'll take you guys on how you can use IchimokuCLOUD. Most people don't know how effective is this indicator called IchimokuCLOUD. You don't know how to set it up for you to have the better results that you want, because everything is based on rule. You have to follow the rules for you to really see if your strategy works or not. If you tried it once, try it twice, it doesn't work, check what you do on that strategy that does not works. Check what makes it not to work and fix it. That is strategy for you. And keep a strict rule. Whenever you see these rules, once those rules are being met, then you take up a trade. This strategy now is almost 80% win rate. It's 85-80% win rate. I'll tell you for free. So this strategy, you are going to be using not just a 15 to 5 minutes chat for you to implement this strategy step by step. So this is what I said. Let me show it to you on my screen. Let's go to my screen. Let's go to the screen. Let me show you what it is and how you can implement this step by step. Do not forget to follow this channel. This is AquaFX. Let's go to the screen. To trade this Ichimoku Cloud, for you to use this, first you are going to apply this on your 5-minute time frame. You are going to apply this on your 5 minutes time frame. So if you are new to this channel, this is AquaFX. I document my trading here on YouTube, and secondly, I teach profitable and tradable strategies here on YouTube. So if this is your first time visiting my channel, do well to subscribe, turn on notification bell. If you're already a subscriber, thanks for staying on the channel. So this is just your 5-minute strategy. So how are you going to implement this? First, you have to go to your indicator. Once you go to your indicator, you type Ichimoku. You type IchimokuCLOUD. Once you type IchimokuCLOUD, this very one that you see here will pop up. Once that pop up, you click on it and you click done. It will appear on your screen. Here is your IchimokuCLOUD. Then you go to setting, because when the indicator comes, it did not come like that. So I disable this lagging span and this lagging span and this lagging span. I disable all those ones. I left with baseline and lagging span. I disable lagging span A, and I disable leading span A, leading span B. So I disable these ones. I left with just two. And then the cloud, I have to make sure that the cloud color becomes dipped, and that I clicked done. So that was all. That was all. Let's go back. There is another one that I forgot to. This lagging span, I have to disable it because I don't really need it. All I need is the cloud and this blue and red line. So once I've done that, I have to move down to my 5 minutes. Like I said, this is just for 5 minutes. So I have to move down to M15. Let me move down to M15. There is something I would like to show you on my M15. So on my M15, you see this line here. This line is very important. And after that line, I have to wait for cloud to form. Once that cloud form, I have to make sure that it's either the market breaks above this high. If it doesn't break above this high and this cloud is forming, this green cloud right here is forming, I have to wait for this market to be out of this cloud before I'm going to buy. So if this cloud happens to be green, this is to say I will only buy. Then if the cloud happens to be red, that is to say I will only sell. So therefore I'm waiting for the market to break out or break below the cloud. But what happened is the market breaks above this cloud. Look at the cloud here, the green cloud. The market closed above the cloud. As this market closed above this cloud, I have to move to my 5 minutes for me to take a buy trade. You can see the cloud low here. The market didn't close below, but it closes above. So I have to move to 5 minutes for me to take a trade. So move to 5 minutes with me. So on my 5 minutes, I'll wait for a retest. It's either a retest of, so on my 5 minutes, I have to wait. Okay, here was the cloud that I marked. On my 5 minutes, I have to wait for the market to either come back to the cloud for me to buy. You have to approach here. The market has to come back for the cloud for you to buy. It has to retest the cloud and gives you a candlestick confirmation for you to buy, or you wait for this market to pull back to any of this moving average for you to buy. You see, if this market pulls back to this moving average, you are waiting for this candle to give you a candlestick confirmation. So what happened, as this market breaks above, it's broken above it at this point here. At this point the market broke above it. So as it come down to this moving average, you can see this very moving average here, this leading span here, as it come down to the moving average, the only thing you are to do here is for you to wait for a candlestick confirmation for you to take this trade to the upside. We've seen a bullish engulfing candle there, so you place your trade right there. You can place your trade right there and you target 1:3 or 1:4. So you place your trade, you go 1:4, you hit your 1:4 right there, even 1:5. Let's just say 1:4. So you hit your 1:4 right there. Today it's a buy setup because the market has already telling you that you are going to buy. You are waiting again for the market to come back and gives you what you are to, the confirmation you needed for you to take a trade. So this market come, you see this is the candle, the bearish candle that comes in. So you are waiting for the market to close above this candle for you to take a trade. That did not happen. You are still waiting. So the market come back and touches the cloud here. So as the market touched this cloud, you can see here was a candle and the market closed above this candle. You place a trade and you go for your 1:3 or 1:4. You place your trade that same day. You place your trade at the close of this candle. Your stop loss has to come beneath where it comes from. You target your 1:4. That is that day you've taken two trade. 1:4 was there. So you taking two trade, you want two trade. So again, you have to go to your M15. Like I said, you have to go to your M15 for you to take a trade. Or since the M15 has already telling you that you are going to take a buy trade, you are waiting for the market to pull back again to the moving average, to the leading span like this. As it pull back, it close back bullish right there, you take a trade. This trade will be lost for you. You are still waiting for the market to pull back. It pulls back again and it close back bullish right here. It close back bullish right there. If you take a trade at that zone, you are targeting 1:4 as well. This is, you have to go to your M15 to make sure that the direction which the market is telling you, the market is closing above the cloud before you do this, and you target your 1:4. You've gotten three good trade that is giving you 1:4. So you go back again to your M15. You go back to your M15. Once you go back to your M15, you have to wait for the market to close above the cloud before you take any trade. So this is your M15 and this is your cloud. You have a cloud right here. Okay, you see that those three trade which we took happens one day. One, two, three. Those three trade happens in one day. There was no loss this day. You took three trade without loss. So this is Ichimoku for you. It works 80% of the time. 1:4, 1:4, 1:4 without a loss. So in a whole day, you can double your account. So you are waiting again for the market to close above or below the cloud. This was the cloud and you are waiting for the market to close above or below. So what happened is the market closed below the cloud right here. As the market closed below the cloud and you wait for a retest of this moving average, what happened is there was a loss. You lost this day. You lost this trade. Then therefore, after some time, the market closed above the cloud. As the market closed above the cloud, you move to your you quickly move to your 5 minutes for you to look for entry. That is to say, if the market pulls back to any of the leading span, you are going to take a buy trade. So let's go to 5 minutes. Do not forget to subscribe. Just follow the instructions step by step and you see the magic. So what happened? This is your M5 and here was the cloud line that I marked. So now you are waiting for the market to either pulls back to the any of the leading span. You see the market pulls back to the leading span at this point. It pulls back to the leading span at this point after it closes above the cloud. So at it pulls back to the leading span, you wait for an engulfing. The engulfing is right here. After the close of this candle, you take your trade. Your stop loss come below this zone right here and you are going for 1:4 or 1:3. So you hit your 1:4 right there. After that time, we still have again, you see right here that the market also pulls back to the leading span. After it pulls back to the leading span, it closes bullish again. So if you enter this trade right here, if you enter the market right here, your stop loss will come below that low. Your stop loss, you enter right there, your stop loss come below that low and you go for your 1:3 or 1:4. What happened is this market move almost 1:2 RR, but what happened? It's a loss. It's a loss. We cannot paint it. So this market happens to be a loss. So far so good for this tutorial. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, you feel free to ask. So this happened to be a loss for us. Let us count our wins, our loss on this strategy. So we had one losing trade here. That is to say, if we're on break even, this wouldn't have been a losing trade for us. So we lost one, we won one, which is 4R right there. Let's keep going. We lost one again right here. So that is 2R loss and 2R1. And we won one again here, which is 4R plus 2R. We had 6R so far. We won another one right here, which is 4R. 4R plus 6R. We have 10R so far. And we have another one right here, which happens to be 4R. 4R right here plus 12 plus 10R. I think so. A bit plus 12R. We have about 16R and we lost just 2. So this is how effective is this strategy. So that's why I said it's 80% win rate. So if you have any question, you feel free to ask. And secondly, you can follow my free Telegram channel for more. Or if you have any questions to ask me directly, want to ask me directly, do well. You see the link on the description of this video. I will link my Telegram link on this video description so you can reach me, or you can follow my free Telegram channel. So I remain Aqua FX. Peace.